back to That Dad Guy. It's November the 10th, 2023, and as you can see outside, there is no snow. So that little bit of snow we had like, I don't know, a week and a half ago, it disappeared. We have had some cold temperatures, but right now it's kind of like between 3 and 9 degrees each day, and we have smatterings of rain, but mostly just drizzle. So all in all, it's pretty nice out. I probably could get out this weekend if it stays like this and get some more yard work. I certainly need to get some of these grapevines and things trimmed. You can see it's focused back on me now, not outside, but you get the gist of it. It is not a snowstorm, which it kind of looks like now with the way it is out there. I can do this, but it is a beautiful sunny day. There, back to me. All right, it's Friday, so we are talking post-crossing. We are talking direct mail and surprises that showed up once again. I have this nice little stack to go through with you. So we are going to start with the official post-crossing cards that have come through. I got 6 of them this week. And I've got quite a few that are arriving at their destination, which means Sunday I'll have quite a few to write again, which I'm excited about. All right, let's get right into it. After you subscribe, you like, you leave a positive comment, and you share with other people. I can wait. All right, have you done it? All right, let's get started then. The first official one I have is this one here. It comes from Germany. It comes from a gentleman named Wilfred, and he says this is the Würzburg residence, and it was built in 1720 and is now a UNESCO heritage site. He says, greetings from here and hope for all the best. So thank you for that. What a beautiful building. And it looks like beautiful gardens around it as well. On the back side, we can see the stamps. We got the Jimi Hendrix stamp. We have this stamp here, which it kind of looks like Lego, but I know it's not. It must be some sort of mathematical equation or something or other on there. If you know what this stamp is about, leave it in the comments. I would appreciate it just to know what that German stamp is. So thank you, Wilfred, for that. The next card also coming from Germany. This one comes from Dusseldorf, though. And he says his name's Jürgen, and he just kind of says whereabouts he lives. So I'm not going to give all that out other than you know he lives in Dusseldorf in Germany. But on the back side, look at this beautiful celestial picture, the moon. So that is fantastic. So thank you, Jürgen, for that card and a beautiful stamp. The next card comes from Ukraine, and this comes from Alona. We have a beautiful post office here, and she says, nice to meet you via YouTube. So I'm glad she's found me and enjoys what I put out. She says she's an inspiring stamp collector as well, and she collects stamps depicting UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Maybe she liked that card that I just showed a few minutes ago. She says she's designed a special page with comments for each object, so it's more like a fascinating research. And then on the back, Alona has put all these beautiful stamps. So Alona, thank you so much. Hopefully you stay safe, and I'm very pleased to meet you through YouTube and through Postcrossing. All right, the next card comes from China. It is a shaped card of an Indian mailbox, and she said, looks like it comes from Rakusel. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's hard to read, unfortunately. So he says, greetings from China, but this is an Indian P.O. box illustration because he couldn't find one of China, and with a sad face. Hope you love it too. Nowadays, fall is coming, and he loves the end of October, start of November. So, beautiful card and beautiful stamps, including a Disney stamp. So thank you so much for that. The next card comes from Malaysia. It's a World Postcard Day card, and his name is Kahor, and he asks how I am, and greetings from Malaysia. He says he's from the capital city of Kuala Lumpur, and 33 million population in 13 states. It's hard to believe that many people in a small country compared to the 40 million that live here in Canada. and we're the second largest country in the world. Some other countries are just so densely populated. It's incredible. Yeah, I'm gonna go through there, those stamps again. Beautiful stamps. So thank you so much for that. My last official Postcrossing card is this one here. It comes from Spain, specifically Tenerife, and it comes from Mauricio, and this is the dragon tree, which is now declared a national monument since 1917. What a beautiful, exquisite tree, but look at the, the background, the mountain, everything there just looks amazing. On this side, you can see the Spanish stamps. So thank you, Maurizio. Now, the next one is, I'm gonna have to say it's not Postcrossing anymore, even though it does say Postcrossing on it. Not an official, because what happened here is that I sent a official postcard to Slovenia. That's where I can get the stamps here. And she liked it. She wanted to send me one back. I sent her a 3D card, and she says, "Thank you for the beautiful 3D postcard you sent me. It made me very happy. I hope my postcard will make you happy too. I'm sending many greetings." And this, so thank you so much. This comes from Svetlana. So we have a blue cat card. I also sent a hedgehog card. And look at this, a Tausendschein postcard. And all beautifully decorated with Halloween stickers on the back. So thank you so much for that. It means a lot. Now, she didn't include her address for me to respond again, but I guess this was a thank you for my card, which she didn't need to do, but it would be nice to respond again, maybe become pen pals. So if you're watching, feel free to send me your address. Okay, the next card is a direct swap. It is a surprise one. It comes from Keeks in Washington, D.C. No, in Washington State, excuse me, in Seattle. So Keeks, there you go. There are some beautiful stamps. She wanted to send a Halloween trick-or-treat thing, so she sent me a card. It was very nice surprise. And in it, she sent me some Halloween stickers, so I will put these aside and use them next year. Always nice to add a little thing to it, and I appreciate the surprise for it. So thank you, Keeks, for thinking of me and sending a few things along. The next card I have is a meetup card, and it comes from Media in Finland, and she went to this meetup on Halloween. Very spooky, but very appropriate, and the beautiful stamps on the back, the Finnish flag, and all the people that were in attendance said that there was 15 of them in attendance for this one. So it's a nice crowd. It will keep you busy signing cards, stamping cards, doing all the things you do at a meetup. Media wasn't done. She sent me this envelope, and I'm very drawn to this stamp. The child holding the lamb. I don't know. It's very interesting. It's really cool. Inside, she sent this cute unicorn card for the unicorn gang. All the different things look like they're having a party. They've got some cake and things in there too. And then this beautiful card too, which she says she bought when she was in Estonia. And she says she's visited this island 3 times. Lovely in the summer. Beautiful fortress. And then the last one looks like postage stamps. It's not, but it's a card that looks like postage stamps from Alan. We've talked about that before as well, and she's had the opportunity to visit many times, so I appreciate when she sends me cards and stamps and things from those places she visited. So thank you very much, Media. The next card comes from the city of Chicago. Ross was traveling again, ended up in Chicago. Said because baseball season is done for the year. He did get to go see a NHL game, got to see the Blackhawks, which is, if you know, Connor Bedard plays there now. He was the first overall pick, and he's doing quite well so far. He is from Vancouver, British Columbia, so it would be fun. And he sent me another one. This one here is the Cloud Gate, the monumental sculpture located in SBC Plaza, is a major feature of Millennium Park. The 110-ton elliptical sculpture was designed by and celebrated by British artist Anish Kapoor. And everybody in Chicago and around it just calls it the Bean now. So I've seen this on many YouTube videos and things. It's really cool. You can go right underneath of it and see your reflection. There's the forever stamp that Ross put on it. So thank you, Ross, for the card from the Bean. I didn't actually know it was called Cloud Gate. I've just always heard it as the Bean. All right, this next card comes from Kyler in Prince Edward Island. And we have the $6 million man, or the Bionic, what is it? $6 Million Man, Lee Majors, and Bionic Woman. I think that's what it, yeah, Bionic Woman. So these were TV shows from the 70s, but he was in Montreal and he found, what is it, the St. Michael Flea Market. He said there's a vendor there that now sells postcards like this one, all sorts of retro images and others. They're $20 for 13 cards, so not a bad price. So if you're in Montreal and you want to go to that market, you can check this out. And maybe next time I'm in Montreal, I will do the same. It's nice to get some retro postcards. TV shows past and present, so there you go. There's a stamp on it. So thank you, Kyler, for that and giving me the heads up on where else I might find postcards. This next card comes from Julianne in Germany. We've got another Halloween postcard. They're still trickling through. And then we've got the Jimi Hendrix stamp on this one too, sending me some spooky greetings. So thank you, Julianne. This card is more appropriate for this weekend. We have this old image of a soldier, and this comes from Monty in Saskatchewan. He says, here's a card for Remembrance Day, all the best. And then on the back, he has gone back in time and done some Victoria Cross medals. These are older Canadian postage stamps, and this is from the actual sheet pulled out through too. So thank you so much, Monty. All right, this next card, kind of a Halloween-y type theme, I guess, comes from our friend Lewis in Spain. We've got Joker from Batman, really cool Joker card. If it was just this card, that would be amazing. But the stamp that he has put on the back, it's got to be the best stamp he's sent so far. And he says, this postcard is to celebrate the spooky night of Halloween and treats. But he says, the stamp is from our fast train. Look at this stamp, and it breaks through the barrier on the other side, which you guys all know I love. And there's some other stamps there as well, and spooky decorations, but what wins for me is certainly this stamp. It's going to be in my top stamps that I've seen. So thank you, Lewis. Lewis wasn't done though. He sent this card as well, and he says, hope you like this #1 postcard. This is a funny version of the Plaza de Cibeles. You must show both together on your video. I would show both together, but I don't have the second one. The second one hasn't shown up. So maybe what I'll do is if the next one shows up next week, if there's a correlation between the two postcards, I will bring them back and post them both together. So there are the stamps on the back. So I appreciate it. I will figure out the connection between 1 of 2 and 2 of 2 and see how they go together. So thank you. The next card comes from Ambre in France, and he says these are gastronomic products, so food products from that region. She knows that I love food and all the different things that you can make, and French cuisine is exquisite, so I'm sure that there are wonderful things to eat there. Here's the stamp, beautiful big stamp. It's kind of coming detached from the postcard, so I have to be careful there. We've got a nice hedgehog and fox. We talked about the fox and hedgehog, how they were considered nemesis in Germany. And there was a nice postcard that sent to me last week showing them nose to nose kissing under a piece of mistletoe. So that's very cute. Thank you very much, Ambre, for that. The next card comes from Renee of Renee Lewis fame here on YouTube. She was at a conference in Pittsburgh, so she sent me this card. A nice funicular. My brother and I went up one of the funiculars. There's 2 in Pittsburgh. And so she had a great time with her students. And this is actually the Duquesne Incline, which I know, Eric, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the one we did, was it not? So there you go. And there's the stamp. Thank you very much, Renee, for that. And I'm glad to hear you had a great time and got to do a little sightseeing. All right, this next card comes from Linda in Georgia, or Linda Stamp Gal. She sent me these Halloween greetings, and very glad to hear from her. And she put some stamps on there, nice Day of the Dead stamps, and lots of really spooky decorations. So very themed postcard. Thank you very much, Linda. The next card, another Halloween card. This one comes from Michelle in England. And so our theme, of course, for October, we said Halloween. So we send each other Halloween type cards. And there are the stamps, a nice Paddington Bear stamp there too. And her husband Gord was his birthday on Halloween, so happy belated birthday to you, Gord. Hope you as a family had a great time. All right, the next one is an envelope. It comes from my new friend Marcia in British Columbia. And there is one of the new winter stamps, never canceled. I did learn today that the artist that did these winter stamps is from here in New Brunswick, in the town of Riverview, so just across the bridge here from Moncton. So that's amazing. I wish I had her name and I would promote her more, but I didn't get that information. All I know is that I heard that she is from Riverview and has stuff in local galleries. Anyways, Marcia sent me this Canada Post postcard of a Canadian mailbox. And she says that she thanks me again for what I sent to her and for getting her interested in postcrossing through my YouTube channel. And now her daughter is into postcrossing as well. So that's fantastic that it's spreading through the family. One of the first postcards her daughter got to send was to my friend Renee Lewis. So Renee, if you get a card or have gotten a card from her daughter, you know, there's a connection for you. I wish I had the name to try to put it all together, but it would be a Canadian postcrosser, probably from British Columbia. That narrows it down for you. So yeah, so Marcia sent me this beautiful card, nice comments on the back, and sent me some information about philately that I think I'm going to share with you in another video, including a few stamps that she sent me as well that correspond to a previous video I did. So look for that one early next week. I will show you that. And then the last one I have comes from Eric in London, Ontario. And he sent me a card again last week. You didn't get one from him. He was sick, and so he couldn't get one off in the mail. So we've had to wait an extra week to find out the answer to his riddle that he sends once a week. So he sent this the day before Halloween. He asked what my plans were for Halloween and what my favorite costume that I wore on Halloween in my life was. So our plans, what we did for Halloween here, we just gave out bags of chips to the kids. We had 121 kids come to the house, so it was a pretty good year. It was kind of cold, so we probably would have had more if it wasn't as chilly. But it was a good Halloween. We didn't dress up or anything. It was just stood at the front door and handed them out, and I had all the house all decorated that you can see in a YouTube short that I put out there as well, and we had spooky music playing and things, so it was a lot of fun. What was my favorite costume I've ever dressed up as? Probably a Star Wars character or something as a younger person, a stormtrooper or an Ewok, or one of those costumes that I was lucky enough to have. I told a story about me as a stormtrooper and having the mask break and the plastic costume rip. So those things do happen. Probably one of those memories though. Said he's gonna go on a road trip next summer and might be coming through Moncton, so that would be cool. Maybe if you're passing through, there's a way of connecting, who knows. He also says, okay, this is the answer for last week's riddle, which was what has a neck but no head? And the answer is a bottle. So I can't remember what I guessed on that video from 2 weeks ago, but I know people did come up with bottles, so if you did, you're right. And then he says, God save the Canadian postcard king. I said, this week's riddle is, what do you call a skeleton who won't work? What do you call a skeleton who won't work? I'm going to say lazy bones. I don't know if it's right, but that's my guess. Lazy bones. He also included one of these dad joke cards, and he says, what do you call a beehive without an exit? What do you call a beehive without an exit? The answer is unbelievable. Okay. And then he has included a few ghost stickers, so I can add those to the new ghost stickers I got from Keeks and use them next year. All right, that is all the mail that I've got this week. Another great week, lots of new surprises, lots of beautiful cards, beautiful stamps. It went out well. One thing I do want to promote from this one here too, in case that you've been busy this week and you didn't get a chance to see my video that I posted out yesterday. Yesterday, Snail Mail with Smokey and I did a collaboration video. We call ourselves Stamp versus Stamp when we do these collaborations, kind of like the Spy versus Spy guys from Mad Magazine. And I asked him 5 questions that he had to find stamps for, and he did the same for me. And then we talked about the stamps and why we picked them to answer the questions. And they were a lot of fun to do. So I'm hoping you guys will go check that out and check out his video as well and subscribe to him. I want to continue to do these, maybe put one out once a month. I know I've done a collaboration with the Unicorn Gang once, and I would love to do another one of those. We had so much fun, Renee and Jilly and I doing it. So I'm hoping that they'll be interested in doing another one of those videos at some point too, because it's fun to connect with the friends that I've made through YouTube and other YouTube creators, and try to just boost each other's channels and try to get as many people from my channel going over to look at their stuff and vice versa, because we all kind of do the same silly stuff and talk about the same hobbies and stuff too, so it's a lot of fun that way. So thank you, Snail Mail with Smokey, for putting up with me and doing another video with me, and I look forward to our 3rd episode in the future. All right, that's it for today. Tomorrow is That Dad Guy Answers, so make sure you go in and leave me a question on last Saturday's video, and I'll answer it tomorrow. That's it. Have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends?
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?